So Ashok Mathur is not the one behind all this?
No.
Then who is?
Piyush.
Why would Piyush want to destroy the five of us?
It's got to do with the relationship he's got with his brother. He hates Prithvi. And since you're Prithvi's best friends, Piyush hates you too.
I can't buy that.
Akash, what can I say? It's the truth.
Okay, so if I accept for one moment that Piyush is the one behind this, that means he's the one who hired Ranade.
Exactly. You're a smart boy.
So is that all there is to it? Is that simple?
Things generally are.
That means Piyush would know where Varsha is.
Well, he...
And if I banged his head against the wall a couple of times, he'd tell me.
Gosh, is that your method? To fight violence with violence?
I didn't start the fire.
You're certainly fueling it by doing this.
Listen, all I care about right now is finding Varsha. I really don't give a damn about anything else.
That's your whole problem.
What do you expect me to do? Just sit around and pray that they let her go?
No, but you can't go around bashing people's heads against the wall, especially not Piyush.
Why not?
Because Piyush has vanished.
Vanished where?
That's what Ashok's doing right now. He's desperately out there looking for Piyush. Obviously, he's got a bone to pick with him as well.
For dragging his name into this.
Basically, yeah.
So where the hell is Piyush?
Hiding from you, I guess.
Why would he be hiding from me?
Well, look, if he's stolen your woman, don't you expect that he'd think that you're going to be coming after him, barging into his office any minute?
Varsha is not my woman.
I thought you two were...
We are just friends.
So then you're completely available?
So where is Ashok?
Somewhere searching.
And you have absolutely no idea where to find Piyush or his goons.
Oh, I'm sorry, Akash. I know you must be so upset about Varsha right now.
I have to look for her.
Where are you going to look for her?
I don't know, I'll think of something.
Akash, why don't you wait for Ashok to get home and I'm sure he'll be able to help you. In the meantime, sit down and fix your drink.
It's okay, I'll live.
Well, I'm sure we could think of things to pass the time.
Look, aren't you forgetting something?
What's that?
You're a married woman.
And you're a married man. So we have a lot in common.
Did you tell her that, Shama?
I told her not to call her again, Prithvi. I didn't know she was your wife. I told her who I was.
Shama?
Look, she said she was Mandy. I didn't know you called her Mandy. Look, Prithvi, I don't want to start a scene. If Shama and you are happy together, I'll leave.
Hang on, Amanda.
Yeah.
What did you come back for?
To talk to you about us?
When I tried to meet you in LA, your lawyer said you were filing for a divorce.
Walter said that. How could he?
You mean you're not going to?
The thought never crossed my mind.
And Steve?
What about him?
I mean, you two,
What did you think about Steve and I?
Oh, come on,
You thought Steve and I were having an affair, didn't you?
That's what you wanted me to believe. Isn't that the truth?
Of course not.
You expect me to believe that?
There's nothing on between Steve and I.
Yeah, sure.
Like there's nothing on between Shama and you, right? Look, Prithvi, you can't expect me to believe that Shama and you are just friends if you won't believe that Steve and I are just friends.
Okay, you have a point.
So which is it? Truth or dare?
There's nothing on romantically between Shama and I. She's just staying here with the rest of the guys for a couple of days.
Okay, I'm willing to buy that.
And what about Steve and you? The way you walked out of here, you expect me to believe there's nothing on between the two of you?
The only thing on between Steve and I is a business partnership.
What kind of business?
Your kind. Television, films. Steve and I are opening a talent agency.
In LA, of course.
He'll handle the LA side of it, and I'll handle the Bombay side.
That's it. That's why you came back. You're starting a business. You need startup capital, office space, and things that money can buy. And I've got the money.
What do you mean?
You've come back to get a loan, right?
That's not true. Look, Fritz, may I please interrupt? Nalini's gone someplace. I need to pick up Natasha from school, so I'm leaving now.
Hang on. Just hold on a minute. I'll drive you there like I said I would.
Fritz, we need to leave in 5 minutes.
Amanda, you've come back to get money, haven't you? Because I've got the money.
Prithvi, I don't want your money. I want you.
Walk out, walk in, just like that, huh? Do I see a revolving door there? Do you see any signs here saying, welcome home, Amanda?
Prithvi, I know I was wrong to walk out the way I did, but I'm back now and I'm here to stay.
Until Steve waltzes back into your life, right?
There's nothing between Steve and I. We're just business partners.
Come on, Amanda. You're not a good actress.
Steve played along because I asked him to. I was so mad at you that I wanted you to burn.
And you did all of this free of charge, without sales tax or surcharge.
Look, Steve wouldn't even touch me, or any other woman for that matter.
Why? Is he a brahmachari?
No, he's gay. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Pavan.
Gosh.
You're crazy. Listen, this is crazy.
I'm a woman.
You're out of your mind.
Why? Because I think you're a very attractive man.
Because you're married.
That makes it even more exciting.
I really shouldn't be listening to this.
If you're worried about Ashok, then he won't mind.
You're a really weird pair, aren't you?
We're not the normal run-of-the-mill couple.
So what are you? Progressive, modern, liberated?
I'd like to call it enlightened.
It's crap.
And how's your marriage? Gosh,
It's none of your business.
in a relationship with Varsha?
I told you we're just friends.
Well, I do feel sorry for her then.
Listen, cut the crap. I don't have time to stand around all day waiting for Mathur.
What are you gonna do?
I'll think of something. I'll tell Mathur I'll be back.
Mrs. Sarkar, pan masala.
Sharmila? No, thank you.
Sure. God bless. God bless.
I'm allergic to that rubbish. Where was I?
You were talking about that Darshana project which my Lorna wanted to set up 10 years ago.
Yes, Darshana.
And you were saying that you wouldn't have done this without the help of one Mr. Ashok Mathur.
Ekdam correct.
Please explain.
It's very simple. VMR Construction, the company that you had set up, was doing well, but not well enough to suit you.
He was always very ambitious.
He saw great potential in power development.
I thought this major contract.
He was on the verge of getting a major contract. The giant step forward he wanted to take.
A power plant to be set up in Darshana.
That project would be worth hundreds of crores over the next 10 years. Enough to give him the capital he required to set up his other dream project.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Try as he might, he could not get the land he wanted, nor the support he required to get his tender passed.
I always told him, forget it. Come join the building business with me.
But he was determined to have his way.
I will go back broke.
So he met up with a man, the grandson of a freedom fighter from a very influential Delhi family.
Mr. Mathur.
Ashok Mathur not only agreed to get his land sanctioned, but also to get his tender passed.
And he did it.
In return, return, he demanded a heavy price for it.
5 crores, 6 crores.
Ashok Mathur had enough money. He wanted power, control.
So,
So, he wanted a full share in BMR Group. 50% to be precise.
impossible. I would have never agreed to such a ridiculous proposition.
That's why he never asked you.
But I would have known, huh? It's my company.
You were too busy with the construction business. You never took Piyush's first business attempts very seriously, did you? You let him have full freedom and control of the companies that he was setting up. The companies which now form the bulk of the BMR Group.
You're right. I was not keeping good health now. First I had a stroke. Then wife passed away. Then another stroke.
So it was easy for Piyush to do this without your full knowledge.
Do what?
To give Ashok Mathur 50% share in BMR Group of Industries. A share which he is now going to use to gain control of the group.
Prithvi, I've been waiting for you.
Hi, Pawan.
Hi. I just wanted to thank you for being such a lifesaver in the last 3 weeks.
Come on.
No, seriously, I've asked for some money to come down from Toronto, and when it does, I'll pay you back.
You don't owe me any money.
I've borrowed money from you, Prithvi.
That's a 200-year loan, Pawan. You can pay me back later.
Okay, fine, but what about this? I'm sitting in your house like an uninvited house guest, for God's sake.
Give me a break, please.
And also, one more thing. About that night at the guest house, I was tense and keyed up, and I said some awful things I shouldn't have said. What I'm saying is I behaved like an idiot. I'm sorry.
It's perfectly all right. You're just behaving like yourself.
I saw you and Shama downstairs, and you were in a tearing hurry. Where were you going?
Had to pick up Natasha from school.
Oh, where are they?
Shama needed to clear her head or something like that, so she took Natasha to see the Lion King. Yeah.
God damn it. I wish I'd thought of that.
What, movies?
Yeah. There's this Czech film retrospective going on, and we could have gone. Do you want to come?
No, take a rain check.
Come, it'll relax you.
Yeah, I am a bit stressed, but no, I can't.
Okay, here's the story. We recreate the old times, which means that you are fully free to throw all the popcorn you want over that balcony railing, huh? Come on.
Well, it sounds brilliant, Pawan, but Amanda's coming over with all her stuff from the hotel, so I can't.
So, you and Amanda are getting together again.
Just the season for reunions? By the way, did Akash call?
No. Prithvi, I'm really getting pissed off at this Varsha thing. I mean, what do we do about Varsha?
Nothing, I guess.
But we should be out there. We should be out there looking for her.
Where shall we start, Pawan? At the center for kidnapped hostages?
I see what you mean.
It's a big city.
It's just that I feel so helpless just hanging around here while God knows where she is.
You're telling me? You think I don't want to get my hands on those two scumbags?
You will. You will.
Yeah?
Tomorrow night at the guest house. You know, it's at times like this that I am so tempted to take the law into my own hands.
And knees and elbows and fists and whatever else you can think of.
But then I say, this is just a form of easy gratification. Don't foster the culture of violence.
So why don't you just sit here with a copy of the Gita tomorrow?
Because, Prithvi, let's face it, hurting David Parker and Rana Day isn't going to get us anywhere. It's not going to break this circle of unreason.
Hurting. I'd like to delete them out of existence. Like looking at semi-nude male bodies.
Has it ever occurred to you that I might be looking at the apparel they're wearing?
Sexy sarongs, huh?
I was just trying to catch up on affairs.
What sort of affairs?
What do you mean?
Political affairs, romantic ones.
You know that I'm not involved with anybody currently.
Except for that brush with Ashok Mathur's wife.
Tanaz. No, that wouldn't have amounted to anything. Not even if she'd wanted it.
Why? Aren't you interested in women? Go on, tell me. Are you interested in women?
Prithvi, I get the impression you want to ask something specific. If that's the case, then go for it. Don't beat about the bush.
Okay, you want me to be direct?
Yes.
Okay, here goes. Do I turn you on, Pavan?
Machli! Machli!
Sorry, sir. Was in the ladies' room. Is anything wrong?
I was having one big heart attack.
Sir, should I call an ambulance?
Are you duffer? I want the contract file on Darshana.
But sir, I've given you all the Darshana files in the office.
Then where is the contract file? In my pajamas.
It's probably in Mr. Piyush's safe, sir, along with the other files you wanted.
Then go and get it. One second, let me see. Ursula,
Yes, sir.
that lunch program is postponed. I will have you some other day.
Sir?
For lunch, Baba.
Yes, sir.
Maghu, your body may be stuck in that wheelchair, but Toma Demata Khub Daru.
Bagu? What is it, Bagu?
Maghu.
Ah, Bagu. Sounds nice. Sharmila Devi, don't be misguided by this wheelchair. Huh? Your Bagu is not totally retired yet.
You were looking for the Darshana project's
Right
contract.
to the original MOUs.
Found it?
Your information is all wrong, madam. There's no Mathur over here.
Show me. Itaki?
This is some Tanaz Patel, Baba.
Tanaz Patel.
Not Mathur, na.
She's Ashok Mathur's wife. She goes by her maiden name Patel mostly.
Hoshiyar hai sala.
Now do you believe me?
That means he can really take over the Darshana project.
And if he gets control of Darshana,
He gets control of BMR Group. No. But this is not going to happen so easily. Bhagwan Das Raheja will not give up everything he has without a big fight. If Ashok Mathur wants my company, he will first have to put one bullet through my Raheja.
you don't know Ashok Mathur. He's capable of doing that also.
Why don't you just admit it, Pavan? You are turned on by me. Look, your preferences are your problem. I don't mean to pry in areas that don't concern me.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Prithvi.
Look, if you're uncomfortable talking about it...
About what?
You know what?
I don't know.
That night we came back from the hospital. You had lost your credit cards and your wallet and you needed a place to stay, so you stayed here, right?
So, is this what it's all about? You want me to pay you?
No. Amanda and Steve had come over to collect her things, right? And you
Yeah.
got into this big fight and you just sidled off.
What was I supposed to do? The two of you were getting all set to tear each other's throats out, for God's sake.
Yes, but you didn't come back that night.
Yeah, I didn't. I told you. I went to see ACP Swami.
That was the next morning.
Morning, noon, night, what's the difference?
Just asking. So who did you spend that night with?
Don't do that.
Just relax, man.
I haven't been to Bombay for so long that I decided to tour the city. Okay? I took in the sights and sounds, I just toured the whole city.
All night.
Yeah. Why, did you want me to come back at 12 o'clock? And will I turn into a pumpkin now?
Pavan,
No, why are you interrogating me like this anyway, Prithvi?
I was so mad when Amanda was leaving with Steve, right?
Yeah.
Amanda tells me that Steve is gay. And that if I don't believe her, I should ask you.
Me?
That's right.
But the first and last time I met Steve was in your house.
It seems that you and Steve have a couple of common friends.
No, he's mistaken. He's mistaking me for somebody else.
There is this guy, a really close friend of Steve's, who you were with the night you vanished.
What?
You spent the night with this guy.
I did what?